Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. On second down now, it's McCoy. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control.
That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
It's caught inside the 25. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 46 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Football going back to the Buffalo Bills. And, Charles, these Bills are 9-3 now. 3 straight wins. This last week, the victory over the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Maybe their first real showcase in front of a national audience. A lot of folks getting their first look at these Bills. Are they getting the respect that they deserve for a 9-3 team?
Well, I think most people went into that game on Thanksgiving Day and said, hold it a second. They've beaten the Jets, the Giants, the Bengals, the Titans, the Dolphins, Washington, the Dolphins again, Denver, and then they finally beat the Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys' record is nothing to write home about, but they are the Dallas Cowboys. It was Thanksgiving Day. National audience, and they beat them down. I think they're getting respect now because of who they beat and in the situation that they handled it. Look out for this Bills team. A huge game coming up because they host the red-hot Baltimore Ravens this week.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
19, 55. Hey, eat. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. second down. It's McCoy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. 7-7, our score after one. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Allen hands off to McCoy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Texans.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here now, a look at LaShawn McCoy. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Texans scoop it. Past the 20, 10, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be second down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to three teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down, and when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina, and then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the grab by Croft. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
And again, it's Allen. Complete to Jones.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bills.
Allen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Jones has it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair, and to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 22 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And Thomas has it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. I call it no gain there on the first down play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Watson with a give to Miller. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Miller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Houston, the Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Allen now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He'll buy some time right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And now he's good. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's into the clear. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Texans push further out in front. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Let's go, fellas.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air, Allen is for his running back, McCoy. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen is complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Allen, caught by Jones. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen to throw once more. He finds McCoy. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They run again with Foreman. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Foreman. Yeah, I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated